Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and it's time for another weekly reset video for Destiny 1. Here we are, the one and only source for Destiny 1 weekly reset info. And this week, well, Challenge of the Elders is easy. Anyway, I'm jumping ahead of myself. So, for the weekly Crucible, we have combined arms. I never really did this much, but you know what? I'll see if I can get into a match. This is 6v6 with vehicles. That's fun. You get the usual treasure of ages and legendary marks. Though for some reason I think this is daily, not weekly. Someone correct me. I will check tomorrow and find out so I can make a more accurate weekly reset video. Anyway, for the weekly story playlist, we have Earth and the Moon. That means basically your first missions in Destiny. Basically from the beginning, except the first mission. The first mission, you never get to redo unless you create a new character. So Earth and the Moon, so all those basic early missions in the game, you get to do like getting your jump ship. So you have heroic, enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Chaff, so no radar, that's not really that bad. And airborne, players deal more damage while in the air, so it's actually pretty easy. You get the usual rewards from this. You get a Treasure of Ages box and 20 legendary marks for the first 5 times you do it. Sometimes you get up to 35 legendary marks because this is a carryover from the daily heroic story mission, which was 15 legendary marks. So sometimes you will, by chance, they never remove that, by chance get an additional 15 because it happens to be the daily one. Then you have the Siva Crisis Heroic. So you have Heroic, Arc Burn. So heroic, as always, is enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Arc Burn. If you have something like, say, Necrochasm or Zalo Supercell, make it really easy. However, on the other hand, you have Specialist. So special weapon damage is favored, so better to use either a Arc primary or an Arc secondary. You know, everything Arc, just Arc. Then you have Fresh Troops. Some enemy squads have been fortified with additional reinforcements. So they've added more guys. This isn't that bad. I mean, Arc Burn is a pain in the butt to deal with, but Specialist. I've been using fusion rifles and enjoying the fusion rifles. I never used to use them very often. So I'm trying to get used to using fusion rifles. I just don't like the fact that when you pull your trigger, there's a pause before it fires. So then you got the weekly Nightfall. The Nightfall, first off, the Nightfall is Fallen Saber, which is the one, where is it? Not the Devil's Lair. Fallen Saber, this one. This is the one, you know, at the beginning where you have the, oh god. The thing falls, oh god. But you have to protect, and all those fallen come at you. Then you go underneath into the bunker, and you have the arc charge, and then you have the big saber, the big servitor thingy that Ghost comments. He's like, you know, he's got, you know, space guns and a secret bunker, and I live in your backpack, which I've never noticed the backpack that Ghost supposedly lives in, but he says he lives in a backpack, so we're gonna go with Ghost lives in your backpack, your invisible backpack. You have Epic, as always, heavily shielded and highly aggressive enemies appear in greater numbers. Then you have Small Arms. Interesting. So set Small Arms. Then which means primary weapon damage is favored. Fresh Troops. Some enemy squads have been fortified with additional reinforcements. Airborne. Players deal players deal more damage while in the air, and I see it. My least favorite. Exposure. Guardian shields are increased but do not replenish. I hate this one. The best thing to do against this one is Red Death. I hate exposure. This is the one where if I see exposure, I will avoid it. I mean, I might try to do it, but exposure, I hate exposure. Then you have Challenge of the Elders. So for Challenge of the Elders, airborne, players deal more damage while in the air. Grenade kill bonus, which is, if you're a hunter, is a pain in the butt. Grenade kills are worth more points. And Specialist, special weapon damage is favored. The enemies for Challenge of the Elders are Taken hive. Psylocke, the defiled, thirsts for your light. So the first one is the Taken hive with the 2 wizards and all those Taken, and he shoots those, liquid flame. He's not that difficult, as long as it's not Cabal. Taken hive isn't that bad. It was a piece of cake. I managed to do the first two bosses without dying a single time. Then the second one is Fallen, the pilot servitor of a war-wrecked fallen ketch. He's just annoying because he likes to zap all over the map, and then he drops those grenades that can basically one-shot kill you, and you have to watch out for the vandals. They will gang up on you, shove you into a corner, and slice you to pieces. But special weapon damage is favored, so that's great. So Fallen, just Fallen. He's not that difficult, really. The worst part about him is when he just zaps all over the map, so sometimes you just can't find him. So you spend 2 or 3 minutes, you waste 2 or 3 minutes trying to find where he has hidden. But that's about it. And then the final one is Taken Vex. Taken Vex. A servant of Oryx hungers. It's that guy in the middle. He's also pretty easy. If you use a sniper rifle against him, he's really easy. I mean, the worst part about the Taken just are that they appear everywhere on the map, whereas the ones that aren't Taken, so like the Fallen in the middle, the pilot servitor, the enemies come out of doors, whereas the Taken, they just, so you can't stand in front of a door and, take pot shots at them. That's about it. These are easy enemies. The only challenge is getting 30,000 points with grenade kill bonus. I prefer precision kill bonus. Grenade kill bonus is at the bottom. The only one worse is special kill bonus. But yeah, Challenge of the Elders is... I did the first 2 bosses without dying, and then I finally died because I didn't hear the cutscene where he tells you the name of the 3rd enemy, so that's why I died. And then I died again because I was trying to go to orbit, and I stood right in the enemy's line of fire. So, piece of cake, Challenge of Elders. And then finally, for the weekly raid, you have Wrath of the Machine. Wrath of the Machine is one of my favorite raids. Most of it I remember, not all of it. There's certain areas I don't remember. But if you want to do Wrath of the Machine, look me up, please. I really like Wrath of the Machine. And there are raid weapons I am missing. Hell, I'll do any raid. I am missing raid weapons. Exotic raid weapons. But yeah, you got Heroic, Vosic Challenge, and the Axis Challenge. Wrath of the Machine is one of my favorite raids, because I know how to do it. Once you know how to do a raid, then it's easy. So like we were doing Vault of Glass at the end, and I didn't know how to do the whole thing. Once they said, this is how you do it, and how you do the oracles, and why you need to know the difference between Mars and Venus, and, watch out for being detained. It was like I was shooting at the oracle's piece of cake. It was like, yeah, easy. But you need to know what you're doing. Once you know what you're doing, then it's not that bad. It's just people need to take the time to explain it. And yeah, I had a really great guy on our raids this weekend who walked me through the final part of Vault of Glass. So that was awesome. Anyway, this is your weekly reset. I will be continuing my series Destiny 2 NPC review. I think I'm going to go with Eris Morn. I will do that later when I get home from work. Anyway, I hope to see you in the tower. Like I said, I always put my usernames down in the description. I play Destiny 2, and I play first-person shooters, primarily first-person shooters. So I'm looking forward to Metroid Dread. So, hope to see you there.